Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. I'm a few seconds away from being clear to trade. 25 to 88. All right. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. I ain't got long. What up, though? Good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? How was you guys' extended weekend? Damn, I should have took that buy right there. I should have took this buy and the subsequent sell right here. But bear with me. I had my order on here and took it off because the delta wasn't negative. I still don't know if I care about that or not. At least for pullbacks I do, but I don't think I care much about it on divergence, but you know, just in case. Playing around VWAP right now. Overnight was ridiculous. IM is down 600 points from last night. Jeez. I did see a post on Twitter like, I wonder what Black Tuesday is going to be. That's what they were calling today. 1, 2. Marcus moving a little crazy for me. Good morning, Diego. How are you this morning? Gold is up 140 points. Goodness. Yeah, this is pretty volatile, honestly. Seeing 65 on a swing is not good. Yeah, see, that was positive delta. I think I could do it on divergence. I'm missing quite a bit, but the market's just moving a little too fast for my brain. Oh yeah, do we have news today? Because I definitely did not look. No, we don't. All right. Hope y'all had some rest yesterday. I definitely did. Treasury stuff at 10 Central. Okay, you know, I'll be gone by then. Shit. That was positive delta. Wow. I literally only got out because it was positive delta on the turn. Let me see if I can find it. You see, that's a positive delta. That's the only reason I got out. Aside from that, that was exactly what I wanted. Damn it. Damn. I should have got into that buy though. That would have been a quick win. Good morning, Trenches. How are you this morning? ATR on ES is also massive. Your moves are way beyond your normal size. Yeah. Yeah, I could tell that it was going to be really volatile today because the volume when I got on the charts was already almost 200,000, if not already there. A lot of times we don't even end at 9:30 with that much volume, so it's all good though. What? Oh, okay, got it. Look at the barcoding. All of this movement, you know, the wrinkles show so much movement, but then when you look on the 5-minute chart, it's like we're barcoding here. 4, 5. Oh my goodness, with the 1 bar pullbacks, please. I still haven't figured out how I want to treat it. I don't know. I feel like there should be a way for me to do something, but So many of them. All right, looks like we're trying to head back up to an uptrend. We'll see what happens. This market is dumb. I would have gotten into that if it didn't slam down so quick, where it was practically impossible to get into. It's very annoying. Just trying to be patient, knowing that everything is so whippy and fast right now. That buy right there was just simple divergence. Well, not simple, it was an alternate divergence since it started with a higher low. But I didn't really care too much about what the volume looked like down here, as long as it wasn't one specific pattern and the point of control was in the wick and it wasn't a trap. That's all I was looking for, which is what happened. Point of control is in the wick. You can't see it. The point, oh, there it goes. Point of control is in the wick. Wasn't a trap because the buyers were in control and the delta was positive. That's really all I was looking for. My market trying to put in a bull flag though. Yeah, I'm just trying to be extremely patient. I'd rather take little to no trades and take too many, make mistakes, stuff like that. Like the first trade I got into, I had to get out because the delta was positive. It still ended up winning, but just gotta be really careful. Gotta be careful in here. Still don't really know how I want to play the inside of this. And I'm gonna take the Apex PA out just because it is so whippy today. The first trade needed to break even. Second trade I won. I'd rather just lock in the green day there and just kind of leave it there right now. But I do plan to. I bought another eval. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which I'll start trading tomorrow. Question mark. Yeah, I'll start trading that tomorrow. Since I am starting to trade this PA, it only makes sense. It only made sense for me to buy another eval, just in case. Damn, I should have got into that buy. That's like a perfect buy right there. But yeah, so I purchased it like right before I got on the chart, so it didn't process through until after I was on the charts. And if I cut the connection and turn it back on, it's going to get rid of all of my order flow data, so I'll just have to start trading it tomorrow. One, 2, 3, 4. 9 a.m. Potential Supreme Court tariffs decision. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, so I feel like it's definitely time for. I feel comfortable, even though I had the one bad day last week. I feel comfortable trading the PA, so that's what I'm gonna do. For now, I'll just trade that one, and we'll just kind of go from there and see what happens. Yeah. And that's probably what I'll do, like not really add another account unless I'm trading, the PA for it or whatever. I think that's the smartest thing to do. What a push off the middle pivot level. This is so whippy. Just in case the whole tariff thing is happening at 9 o'clock, I'm just gonna sit out another 2 minutes, just in case. And I can tell how consolidated, like even if I never looked at the time-based chart, I would know that we're consolidating pretty heavy like barcoding, because every time we change to an up, first of all, we've changed trends way too many times today, like already. And every time we do, we don't last for very long before we either trade inside, attempt to push out again, and then we change directions again. So even without me looking at the time-based chart, I can see how whippy everything is. Look at this. What the hell? Right near this higher low over here. It's like the market's like, I want to go up. No, I don't. I want to go up. No, I don't. I haven't seen that many one bar pullbacks in a row in a very long time. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. Damn. right, now we're doing a little consolidating around the major support level. Is there anything behind that? No. That was the trade right there. Look, we just switched to an uptrend. Immediate rejection. This is so nasty. This is so nasty. This is terrible. I mean, it obviously doesn't look as bad on the 1 minute chart, but that's gross. Heading back to VWAP. There's just so much volatility. Yes, another 1 bar pullback. Good morning, Claude. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. I read about 500 and they say no Supreme Court decision today. They be playing. Like, stop telling me shit until you know it's for sure that you're gonna do it, please. I don't need your back and forth. Okay, that's good to know. I'm great as well. I got some much needed rest this weekend. I actually woke up this morning, only snoozed once and got up. So that lets me know I feel well rested. I wish today wasn't so whippy and all of that, especially like when there's that one extra day after the weekend, my brain just don't compute. That's too many days off for me. So my brain is like, what's going on? What's going on? It's like everything's just jumbled up in my mind. But that's okay. I kind of had a feeling that today would be like kind of volatile because sometimes the day after, a day off or a half day, it's like all the volume that was supposed to happen is now happening. So kind of is what it is. Biggest thing for me was just trying to make sure I try to keep my mistakes down. That's all I really care about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the market's kind of ugly. Just a tad. Just a tad. 325. And we're back in. It's like a freaking magnet. We try again, and it's like, nope, back the other way. I want to, you know what, let's count how many times we switched trends today, because this is not normal. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've changed trends 11 times today. That is not normal in any way, shape, or form. At all. That's all. Yeah, I'm green. I've taken 2 trades. One of them, I'll show you guys because we're trading where I can't trade anyway. Let me see if my trade performance will actually tell me what time it was. Probably won't. Oh, it's working again. All right, so I took a trade at 8:45, which was this sell here. And literally the only reason I didn't stay in it is because I didn't realize Delta was positive on the sell, which so far it doesn't look like it matters for certain trades. I think this particular reversal, this is what I call a no interest reversal because the swings are compressing. You go from 47.5 to 35 and basically 35.5 to 18.5. So the tick distance going down in succession like that means nobody's really interested in the market at the moment. So I think for those particular trades, the delta being opposite probably doesn't matter. Same thing with divergence, but like traditional pullbacks where, it'll be a lower low to a lower high or a higher high to a higher low. I think that does matter. But anyway, so I got out of it because of that. And we ended up pushing down almost 16.5 points from my entry. And then the trade I did. I still have to figure out how to treat these 1 bar pullbacks. And then I got into this divergence trade right here. Really simple buy. I was in it for 11 seconds. And this one ended up going up about 10.5 points from my entry. And that's really it. Like, I've had some other trades in there, but the market's just moving too fast for my old brain right now. And then when we end up inside of like, this is like I call it a change zone, but it's kind of like a transition area, consolidation area, whatever. I can't really do anything in here at the moment. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to trade it, if I want to trade it, those kind of things. For now, I just kind of like not trade at all. But once I figure out like the other little tiny nuances, like right now, I don't really like when we rotate over a level. There's probably times where it works out, but I haven't like made the correlations yet. Because this to me just shows like balance. And for the most part, most of my trades, I'm trying to trade an imbalance instead. So yeah. And we've had a lot of that today. Like there was a trade back here somewhere that if we didn't rotate over a level, I would have gotten into it. I don't really know where it was, but it was somewhere back here. So I didn't get into it because of that. It ended up working out. But we've just been playing around levels today. We got stuck at this major support level earlier. Where was it? Like here. We've been doing that around the middle VWAP level today as well. It's just a lot. Court is ready to take a 4-week recess. And the next possible date for tariff ruling is February 20th. Took 2 trades, just took a short. I don't think I've ever been more disgusted by market conditions. Applejacks, I'm not sure about that. You're disgusted quite a bit. Stuff I need documents approved. What you consider a trend? So I use this this market structure indicator kind of tells me what the overall trend is for me, because my trades work different if I'm trend or counter trend. So whether it's divergence or a pullback, it just, besides the no interest reversals, mostly everything else just acts differently. Like I'm looking for something different, trend or counter trend. So like right now, we switched to the downtrend here. That's this red level. That's where this considers it a downtrend. But then we start rejecting that. We're trading around it. We're trading inside of it. So it's like the market's trying to figure out where value is going to be accepted. So I try to like stay away when we're doing this. Because for me, I'd rather be patient than lose an unnecessary trade. But yeah, I really just look at the overall trend. I took off my indicator that kind of shows me the minor trend because I didn't feel like it made or broke my strategy. So the less lines and indicators I have to pay attention to, the better. Because basically all that's really on my chart is different levels of support and resistance. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. I have 10 minutes left. I am still looking for trades. Obviously, the market's starting to slow down a little bit now that we're after 9:15, which I don't have an issue with. Probably will be looking for a counter trend trade. Not this. I don't like this divergent structure where there's a higher high in the middle. Alright, transition zone dropped. This is another thing I've been thinking about with certain, like with divergence trades. When and I literally just wrote this down. That's why I kind of hesitated on getting into this one. This particular one, we're rotating in the same area. And when I say rotate, I mean like no matter where I put, well, wherever I put the close, like wherever the close is on the entry bar, if it's touching the previous reversal bar, I don't like that. Mainly because of this particular structure. Like this pullback was deeper than this pullback. But for divergence, we shouldn't be in the same area where we just reversed. Just for that. This one was a little bit different, but this pullback here was, that's why I really didn't want to take it. I prefer for us to clear around here because that shows consolidation. The only time I really want, or I'm okay with the reversal bar being in the same area, my entry bar, reversal bar being in the same area as the previous reversal bar, is if we're in a pullback of some sort. Or if with the divergence structure, the current pullback before I get in is less distance than the previous time, that's fine. But when it's a higher distance, we should actually clear this, and we didn't. 1, 2, 3. On my chart, I wait for a sale, buy, exit, keep it simple. Yep, everybody has their way of doing things. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no problem with that. See if we get a reaction off VWAP here. Nope. Point of control just moved too low. That was positive delta. Let's see if this one works out. It's worked out every time, I think, except one today. I might have to look deeper into this. Yeah, see that. Well, I don't think I would have gotten stopped out, though. Not yet, at least. Yeah, positive delta. Positive delta here, negative delta here, even though the zigzag is already green, which I already said before. I don't know if I care about that right now. I don't know, so I just don't get into it. But we finally got the negative delta bar and what I was looking for here. There was a lot of absorption in this area, and then a lot of it again here in this bar, and then we dropped right on down. All right, well. You're long. You're out. You took a loss. I should have gotten long right here. Yeah, this was my long right here. This one wasn't right. This one was. But yeah, once I completely figure out what I like and don't like, I'll be just fine. I want to condense a couple of things. It's just going to take me a little bit more time. I tried this weekend to go through some of my old data, but I just couldn't do it because I look at things a little bit different now. So that stuff was based on volume instead of tick distance, and I can't tell what's what because I didn't look at the difference back then. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that like sometimes there's less volume but more distance, or more volume and less distance, which shows absorption. So my old data is just not usable because I refuse to go back and look at those things to figure that stuff out. So it's all good. It's just going to take me a little bit longer to get the data that I need, and that's fine. That is fine. But I kind of have a gist of the things I want to keep and the things I want to take out, just to make things a little bit easier for me. But like I said, today it has just been moving too fast for my brain to compute. I think I'll be all right tomorrow. You're done. YM is on the run. You're done. How many trades did you take today? I'm assuming you are a scalper since you took quite a couple of trades in the last couple of minutes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I definitely don't like when we rotate over the levels like that. That's not gonna clear that. See, that time it worked out though. Maybe it doesn't matter when we're pushing off of something. No one took off for me. Damn. And then once I feel more comfortable like trading off of the levels, that'll help too, because we touch levels a lot and I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want things to be. I think I'm pretty sure how I want like when we're just touching a level and the volume's low, like this volume pattern here shows nobody cares. And so as long as it's not a trap, as in the sellers were not in control of the point of control on this buy, as long as that wasn't a issue, we're good. So that was a nice little 10-point move. Like I said, I know right now I don't like when we rotate. So that was a buy off of the upper VWAP, pushed into the major pivot level here in the last lower high. Pushed through it a little bit and then we rejected. 4. Do you have like a maximum number of trades that you take per day, or like a daily loss limit, daily profit target kind of thing? Excuse me. All right, I already showed my trades earlier, but I'll show them again really quickly and then show you guys what the accounts look like. Hopefully tomorrow is not so volatile and whippy, because I don't like it. Now I could always, no, I don't want to change Renko settings because I think that 20 works really well whether the market is choppy or trendy. like I said, I've missed a lot of trades today just because it's just moving too fast and I'm still in my brain trying to figure out what I like and don't like. But anyway, so this was the first trade. Only got out because the delta was positive for the sell. I might also need to look to see. I understand why up down tick works really well for Rinkos since it's price based, and up down tick only cares about results versus who's hitting the bid and ask, who's aggressive and things like that. That kind of doesn't matter for Rinkos because Rinkos compresses time and volume. But sometimes I wonder if that'll make any amount of difference. And then today I probably need to look at, like, because we had so many one bar pullbacks, I probably do need to look to see, because I have to sit out of like the first 4 swings after the one bar pullbacks. And I don't like that. If I can just still somehow measure the swings, almost like this is not here, I probably would be better off doing that. I just don't know how effective it would be. I'm honestly just not quite sure. But anyway, so that was the first trade. And then the second trade was this divergence buy right here. You can see the effort, the volume was high on the entry bar compared to all the bars coming down in the pullback. Point and control was in the wick. That's all I cared about. And we had a nice little buy up into the VWAP there. And that was the only 2 trades that I took. I'll show you guys, actually, I gotta unlock it. Like, not 3, 2. So both trades I did take on my Apex PA. Like I said, tomorrow I am going to start trading not just the PA, but also trading my new eval, which I genuinely just got just because I am starting to trade the PA. That way, you know, if I end up losing it, I'm good. I might end up buying another eval as well, because remember I had 3 PAs. I blew the first one. I don't even know how long ago, but I'm just trading number 2 right now. Number 3 will just kind of sit there until I feel like things stabilize and I'm 100% confident in what I'm doing. Then I will start trading that particular account too. That'll probably happen after I pass the TPT and Tradeify accounts. Not sure. We'll see. Cutoff time is 11. No daily loss. I'm working on that. I feel you. I totally understand. Yeah, for me, I just like the first hour of the New York session. I just feel like if what I'm looking for doesn't happen in the most volatile, well, one of the most volatile hours of the market being open, then it just ain't for me. Like, I can't sit here all day. My brain just will not compute anymore after an hour. Plus, just the process of still having to journal each session. Right now, I had to go back to journaling every setup just so that I can see, you know, how I can filter out some of the losses and things like that. Still see which setups I like the best. And just learning what little nuances matter and what don't. So my journaling process takes me probably like an hour and a half. So I'm on the charts for an hour. You give another hour and a half on top of that. And then just kind of like looking through everything, trying to analyze what changes do I want to make going into the next day? What am I starting to notice a certain pattern with losses and things like that? So after my hour, I don't want to look at this shit anymore. And then for me, I don't really have, as far as a daily profit target, unless the company had, like, if they have a consistency rule, then obviously I'll put that in as a daily profit target. That way I never go above it, especially like if the market's moving really well, I'm getting really good setups. I don't want to mess up my consistency, you know? As far as a daily loss right now, I don't have one either. I don't. Maybe eventually, especially once I know what my edge is. Like, let's say that, you know, when push comes to shove, I have everything how I want it to be. I have let's say a 70% win rate. If I lose more than 3 trades in a day, I'm probably not supposed to be trading. You know what I mean? So I'll probably do that. But aside from that, I just rather take every setup that happens in a session, win, lose, or draw, because that's how you truly know your edge, especially when you have very set rules. Like me, I don't trade with discretion. So I just rather take every setup, especially because like on a high volatility day like today, yes, some losses are going to be in there, but if I took every setup and I was up, let's say $600 today, I'd rather that than stop myself at, let's say, $250, because what if tomorrow I don't have as many opportunities and I have a negative day, let's say? Well, if I would have kept going and got the 600 today, that could have covered me for my losses tomorrow, if that makes sense. So everybody's different, but I think that when you truly put in the work to develop an edge and you know what your edge is, unless you are like going on tilt or anything like that, or unless you could just visually see that the market conditions are not what you typically like if you don't like barcoding, obviously you need to stay out of the barcoding that's happening, like in here. You don't like range days, well then you just stay out until the range is done, or at least looks like it's done. But once you figure those little things out and you can control your emotions and not really caring what the outcomes are of trades, not being crazy and losing trades and taking more dumb trades to lose more trades. When you get over that part, I don't really think that you need to limit yourself unless you just have other things to do. That's just how I feel. Small profit on your last long. Yeah. So everybody's different. Let's see. Let me show you guys what the accounts look like. Oh, let me take this off. Okay, or not. Oh, because it's not. Oh, all right, there we go. All right, so this is what the accounts are looking like. The top is the TPT account. So I basically gained $130 on each of the accounts, which for me, having such a volatile day after a day off and not being red, I will take small green. I'm 100% okay with that. Green is green. Progress is progress, right? So I'm $750 in profit on the TPT account. Almost $1,100 in profit on the Tradeify account, which is the second one that's showing. So I have about $1,800 in drawdown left on both of those. The Tradeify account, if I'm not mistaken, renews, I feel like on Sunday. So I have 3 more trading days for that account. I might multiply contracts like on Friday or something, just to try to get it done. And then the Apex PA is the one that's at the bottom. So I don't have full drawdown on this account. I'm a little negative on the account, but I almost have full drawdown. I'm about $120 away from being back to full drawdown on that account, which is cool. So like I said, I'm going to continue to trade the PA. I'll probably add one more eval on top of the one that I'll start trading tomorrow, and we'll just go from there. But overall, not a bad day whatsoever. I'm going to go journal this session. The session was, anytime we have volatile days like this, my journaling session is going to take me a long time and I'm going to be irritated. So I want to go ahead and get a jump on it. But I thank you guys for tuning into the stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.